Welcome back, boys.
Good evening.
That was a good one.
Fuck, I wish we could play music that good.
I know. We'll never be able to do that again.
No. I fucking hate music.
I wish we were recording that.
I know.
Ah, welcome to the podcast.
We are Music and Mayhem.
Blacktooth GRIN. That's
Grin.
us from
Yep.
Idaho.
Yep. Little tiny itty bitty little stoner band.
Little. My ass. I'm a hefty fuck.
Portly hefty fella.
Yeah, big old thick fuck.
Yeah.
Look at him, big back. Big
Thick
back.
Fuck. What's your name? Thick fuck.
Big back Jeffrey.
DDS.
What about you over here in the banging section?
Oh, they call me Pukey McGee.
Oh. Were you pukey recently?
No, not today.
Oh, just for everything else.
We're all right.
What do they call you?
Me? Justin.
Cool.
Nobody's ever given me a good nickname.
I called you fucking Chooch for 15
You called me a
years.
Cheese Whiz.
Chooch.
Cheese
You
Whiz.
called me Cheese Whiz,
Yeah.
but the best one ever was my secret nickname, Captain Dada, that you guys called me behind my back.
Oh, no, we called you that directly to your face.
Not
I
at
gave you a
first.
brass placard what said captain
Yes.
from a boat.
Yes, and I just thought it was cool, but here's how this went, is all of a sudden you guys were telling a story one day, and you're like, yeah, an old fucking Captain Dada says this, and I said, who's Captain Dada?
You are.
And
I
was
thought
like,
for sure
really?
you knew that.
Nah,
Oh, well,
Yeah.
no, I don't listen to you guys.
clearly.
No.
Why don't you tell us about
Who's this guy sitting next to you, Ryan or something?
Yeah. That guy.
the OG, G Mac Macaroni
Macaroni.
Macaroni.
from the old day, old dirty head
Old
Lou.
Lou.
How are you, buddy?
Pretty good.
You look good.
Yeah, do I?
You fucking look great,
All
man. You
right.
boys all look great.
All right.
Everybody looking good.
Double threat.
How's your week been?
Not bad.
All right. Not bad. You're just answering for everybody then,
You know.
collectively?
Yeah, so they
Not bad.
had to do a little shuffling there in the office, and I got somebody that moved into my area that I'm not very fond of, so I've been having to deal with that.
That's fun.
In your cubicle thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you ever notice, speaking of your cubicle, that I rearranged all your shit when you
But
left?
I did. I came back from lunch, and I'm like, That's about right.
Son of a bitch.
About
How
right.
about you, Hyatt? How was your week?
I've had a uphill challenge twice today. I cut my
Today specifically?
I cut my tongue licking an envelope today.
I
got
saw
a paper
that
tuck-
on your
a
Facebook
paper cut on my
post.
tongue.
On purpose?
No, I
What the
just.
fuck is wrong with you?
And then this morning, when I was practicing this morning in my beats lab, this huge imaginary concert, and the whole crowd got up and walked out. So
Holy
man.
fuck. When you get booed in your imagination, you are not playing up to quality.
dropping my stick.
Fuck, rough day, bro.
Your left hemisphere is booing your right.
heading uphill.
No!
It's heading uphill. We're doing all right.
Wow.
Anything good happen?
Nope.
You woke up.
Yeah, well,
Breathing.
you know, yeah.
Oh, dude, you should see the shirt Hyatt's wearing today underneath his heavy metal. Look
Okay,
at this.
I'm ready.
Look at this old school. Oh!
Shit.
Where the fuck did you get that?
My
Custom
beautiful
made.
wife made it for me.
Custom
Okay,
made.
so what we're looking at for those that don't get to see the video.
Oh,
they're
straight up
just
says
listening
1990
Spotify.
on it
It's
also.
a 1990 graphics bong with the jester fucking
Yeah.
Oh, back in
clown.
those days, we had to call them water pipes.
Water pipe.
Bong would get you thrown out of the Red Eye Hut.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to the Red Eye Hut, Ontario,
Yeah, dude.
Oregon.
Oh, I remember
Fucking.
that.
What was that
Big
dude's name?
creepy owl.
Big Al.
You'd go in there with your girlfriend, and he'd be like, "Hey, while you're looking at these pipes, does your girlfriend want to come look at the sex toys section with me?" And everybody would be like, "Bro, no,
Sort of.
buddy. I mean, maybe my dumb sister does, but like, no." Oh, not my girlfriend. What's the matter with you?
Shoot, we were talking about that earlier this week. Jeremy and I were. I'm a kid from the sticks in northern Montana, and we all moved in a big caravan down to Phoenix to go to college. To DeVry, we just had a good recruiter that happened to talk us all into doing it. So me and all my buddies drove down there, and it was our first experience in a big city and going to a head shop, even seeing
Let's
a place.
see what one of these
even
head
seeing,
shops look
yeah,
like.
even seeing a place that sold anything to do with smoking apparatuses, and they had this big. 12,
That's a
12
fun
foot
word.
12 foot long bong hanging on the ceiling and shit. I'd never seen anything like
12
that.
foot long bong sounds like my new fucking musical project I'm about to start, but you have to pronounce it thusly. 12 foot long bong.
That was in 96.
So long bong's one word.
96, dude. That's
95, 96. Yeah.
I am a big fan of that era of graphics stuff. So Hyatt is also, obviously.
Super shirt jealousy.
I actually just out of fun was poking around because I've gotten so heavily into lava lamps recently for some fucking reason.
Yes, look.
Oh, fresh one.
Fresh one today.
I fixed that one. It was dead and I fixed it. It was awful.
Is that the one you like rinsed and filtered?
Yeah, I filtered it through one of those personal water filtration things you could suck river water through, and it actually cleaned it right the fuck up.
Oh yeah.
But in my quest to finding vintage shit like that, I stumbled upon the old ceramic bong bases. Those graphics and Icon used to make lava lamp ceramic bases also. Some of these vintage graphics bong bases are going for hundreds up to thousands of dollars. Like, just people are paying so hard to find parts of their childhood.
Fuck yeah.
Because I remember, dude, if you were the cool guy with the fucking ceramic base bong, everybody was like, yeah, brother, you're fucking on, you know? Like,
Well,
and
and what was cool about that is those weren't easy to stash.
No.
So if you
didn't
had
have one of those
that
till you
means
got your
also had the cool parents if you had one.
Oh no, you had to do
when you were
could-
still living
You
at home.
couldn't get a big ass gnarly ceramic graphics till you got your very first apartment. And then all you had to hide it from was your fucking landlord.
Yeah, dude. I remember one time my old buddy Chris, man, I was staying up at his place in high school, and he had taken 2 of his mom's plastic fucking flower vases and made a double chambered fucking bong out of
yeah.
it. But then we got so ripped out in his driveway, he forgot to take it back in from the driveway. So when his mom went to church the next morning, she goes to back her car out and sees her flower vases.
What in
sitting
the
out there.
actual fuck is this?
And they were in a little like cardboard tray. It was a cool fucking setup he did. It was-
Hot glue and
Chemistry experiment, Mom.
Yeah, ma.
Oh, she wasn't. He probably should have said that. She might have fallen for it.
The
back
you
then.
know the fucking little paw, he got his paw caught to grill, ma. He had to fucking get a knife and cut
The hoof.
the hoof.
That's bad luck, man. I gotta cut it out.
Yeah, fuck, yeah.
It's a sin.
Fucking
It's a
good
sin.
Goodfellas reference for those of you who love that movie.
It's a fucking fabulous
That's a
movie.
perfect movie.
That same year when I was down in Phoenix, one of our friends that we met in the apartment complex that we were all staying in was actually a sales representative for graphics, and so he had these graphics bongs all over his desk.
Everyone
And about every
walk away.
about once a month, he'd slip one into his bag. I had 2 different birthdays that I knew the guy, and he gave me a cool little graphics for both
hell
of my
yeah.
birthdays.
That's cool.
Well,
That's a
dude,
good
like all
birthday.
the dumb shit you don't realize when you have it. I mean, you know it's cool when you have it, but you don't think some fucking old white-haired dude's gonna pay $1,000 for your old bong someday.
No, dude. Imagine the price of an old prototype, like a real one.
Real one. I know someone who has a real one. I don't want to point any fingers, but
Yeah.
there's a real one.
You can buy one still. You can buy from Proto. You can get a new one, but it's like $300.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I
Or you
actually
can run out to the dispo and get a $17
get the fakie
knockoff,
from
and
China.
they're great. They were good.
I had one of those that I smoked tobacco through
Yeah, I have a
Remember-
tobacco pipe from out there as well.
Remember
for tobacco use only here in Idaho.
Yeah.
Chris from the Bad Apple had that the Wizard.
Oh
Remember
yeah.
when we went up there and just somehow found our way out afterwards?
Oh,
But
dude!
holy
Shout out to
crap.
Chris from Bad Apple. Anybody local remember the Bad Apple?
Dude,
Party
I-
in the back. Oh, but we haven't said party in the back. Party in the back remembers Bad Apple. Lou and I knew Chris on a personal level. He lived like my first apartment was like right behind the Bad Apple down there on 27th. So.
Have you seen his silly little car he's driving around these days?
No.
I haven't seen
Yeah.
him in years.
Yeah, he's still around.
Yeah, no. He was driving taxi for a bit and then got a DUI in a taxi.
Yeah, now he's driving what looks like a Hot Wheels car. Like,
One of them little pregnant roller skate cars.
yes, but it's got all these fucking rad. It's been like wrapped.
In his stickers from the store.
Yes, dude. It's I see him all the time in Boise. I'll get a picture of it.
Oh my god, I love
Yeah.
Chris, dude.
Yeah. I
Shout out
probably
to Chris. Bad Apple's closed right now because
Yeah.
of some dumb shit, but like he's trying to find a new location. Landlord changed his shit last minute, so Bad Apple's gonna reopen. When it does, go find it and buy some
Yeah,
shit.
it's a
from,
fucking cool place.
Oh, dude, it's stickers, T-shirts.
Yeah, even if you don't even need a water pipe for tobacco, go.
I don't think he's
See 'em.
allowed to sell that
I don't think
shit,
he is
but
either.
like T-shirts, stickers, yeah.
They're flower vases.
Yeah, they're flower faces.
Yeah, flower vases.
They're lamps.
It's a fucking aquarium. I keep a goddamn fish in it. Goddamn, ma.
So you guys want to know how my week's going?
Yeah, I was about to ask
Yeah.
you that.
All right.
I can kind of actually, from where I'm sitting, see how your fucking week went.
Yeah. Well, you can't see all of it yet. I'll get to that here in a second. It's about that good. First of all, my week's. I'm actually smiling through it, but I started off really sick at the beginning of the week, so I kicked that right down the fucking road. So I'm
Note to
man,
editor: soak your fucking foam in some Listerine when you leave today.
Yeah. Soak your foam, and then the day I come back,
I already did.
the day I come back from work, I find out that a A contractor has screwed us out of about $20,000. So I've been dealing with that.
That's all.
Yeah, it's it's a
That
big
makes
deal,
all
but
contractors look
sometimes
awful.
but
That
sometimes
sucks,
it's
man.
not as big of a
That
deal
sucks.
when I'm going to go into the next part. So
Yeah. No, I was kidding when I said that's all. That's a lot of fucking money.
it is.
God
So
damn it.
this happened just yesterday, but I'm sitting in my living room, sitting on the couch, and we're actually watching some cool like rock documentaries and shit. And I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden I hear this slight little thump, and my dog jumps up though like she's been fucking kicked. I mean, something startled her, so I knew right away that something had happened. And I get up and I walk into the room where I've got all my guitars and everything in there, and I look down on the floor, and I'm going to demonstrate, so hopefully you can see on the camera here. Give me a second.
Oh, I can describe what Justin's demonstrating for you listening. Right now, he's spinning around in a chair, and he's grabbing what appears to be a guitar.
Part of a guitar.
A really pretty guitar.
There's part of it over there.
So
Oh,
if you can see
Look,
on the
there's some more.
oh,
camera,
here's some of it.
these two
Oh,
pieces
boy.
are supposed to be connected.
I don't know if you know how guitars work.
That
But,
part usually needs to be connected to the other part.
Yeah, they don't come in two
The
pieces.
head is busted clean off of that sucker.
That is a fucking tragedy of Shakespearean caliber, my friend.
Yeah, so basically what
Luckily,
happened...
though, that can be saved.
We're going to save it.
We're gonna fucking save it.
Mad
But basically
scientist.
what happened
I can
is
fix that.
Epiphone and Gibson guitars
Notorious.
are notorious for they can be sitting and you're not supposed to hang them. So anybody that's listening to this, if you own an Epiphone or Gibson, probably that was built from now until about 30 years ago, don't hang them up.
Especially Norland Arrow ones.
Yep. And what's really weird about this, about 3 weeks ago, I actually strolled into our favorite place, Guitar Center, and I had to grab a couple of things. And I was in there, and as I walk up to cash out, there's this Epiphone Les Paul headstock busted off, just sitting on their counter.
That's
And
their
so-
bathroom key.
It should be. And so I walk in, and as I'm getting ready to cash out, I see this, and I was like, "Oh, dude, some little kid drop a guitar or something." You know, is what I'm thinking. He's like, "No." He said, "I was literally standing here working, and I heard this noise, and I looked over at the guitar wall and watched the guitar twist its way out of the hook, or out of the deal on the wall, and then fall to the ground." And so what happens with these in certain areas? It's a weak point in the guitar.
So weak.
That-
It is the 33 degree angle that they put
Yep.
those brake neck for the string tension across the top causes right behind the nut to be the thinnest part of the entire fucking guitar.
Yeah, so the
Weak
way I've
point.
got my guitars hung up is they cannot fall off the wall. If they twist, they're going to hit the wall and stop it. So we hear this noise, and basically what happened is the headstock blew off of the guitar all by itself with nobody in there touching it, and the fucker hit the floor.
It's just a sacrifice by the rock gods.
Yeah, and this isn't like your starter level Epi guitar. I mean, this is about
Well, it's an Epiphone,
$1,000
but it's the good Epi. It's
Yeah,
the
it's
Pro
a set
Series.
neck.
Set neck.
whole deal Pro Series guitar, and it's about
Quilted
$1,000.
maple top. It's fucking
Yeah,
beautiful.
it's beautiful. And the worst part about this is it's not even my guitar. So this is my kid's guitar that we bought at least 12 to 15 years ago for my kid. And it's very sentimental to me, you know, for that time. And I actually just had it because I don't have a guitar that'll hold our tuning. And this is the only
Sure.
one that would hold the tuning because we tune low enough that it just none of it sounds good.
Out of-
So
You might have to crank them keys down a little further now, it looks like.
yeah, a long ways. I like a short neck guitar.
We
you
can
know?
save it.
I think we just screw the tuning keys into the back of what's left of that neck, and then like run the strings through,
Ain't
and
Larry.
we'll make it like a 6-fret guitar. It's gonna be fun.
Nah, fuck, we can fix it.
I only play in like the first 5 frets anyway. So.
You'll never not see the fix, but you
well,
won't
that's
feel
okay.
the fix.
That'll add character.
Yeah.
You can
That'll
put
add
put the tuning keys in the body of the guitar and make it the headstockless, like the Bill and Ted's. In the Bill and Ted's, they didn't have
Yeah.
the heads on their guitar.
Yeah, it's like a Steinberger. All
Yeah.
the tuning keys are down by the.
Yeah, that stupid 80s crap.
What do you want to run a fucking delay pedal the edge? What do you,
Yeah.
do you fucking
That shit'll buff out.
Sunday?
That is
bloody
rough.
Sunday.
So it was pretty hard. I just stood there over the guitar. I didn't touch it.
Did you cry like a bitch?
I actually did.
I'm
fucking-
about to start crying like a
I
bitch.
literally
right now.
bawled, and then it got way worse because I immediately had to call Peyton, my kid, because I'm not going to just like. There's no way a fucking just sweeping this under the rug. This is my kid's
You don't just
fucking
throw
guitar.
it into the big blue bin outside the fucking.
Yeah, and so I called Peyton, and that's when it got even worse.
Oh, sure.
Dude, I was a
Like
mess.
when I had to tell Brado his cat died. Like, how the fuck do you make that call?
Yeah, you don't.
Hey, your best friend in the world?
Yeah, hey, Brad, do you have your cat?
No, you always wait for the conversation. Whatever happened to that cat that we used to have?
So what?
Jesus Christ, this got dark.
What this made me think of, dude, as I was there, is like all the sentimental value you get into a guitar, and there's a lot that goes into it. Not only just the fact that you spent hard-earned money on it, you've played music with them, you've played gigs with them.
It becomes your ride, like your fucking.
Yeah.
That's your rig.
Yeah. And I've watched some things lately, and I actually heard something the other day that was really cool that a lot of people don't consider when we're looking at our instruments that we're actually physically attached to. You know, we get physically. I have a microphone out there I'm attached to because
it's your fucking microphone.
I've played fucking 600 shows with the thing, and you've rewired it and thrown new capsules in it countless times.
Oh, yeah.
And because I just won't go out and buy another one,
because that's your microphone.
That's my mic.
Yeah, exactly.
And
it's just like the old timers who will replace the fucking motor in that Ford 15 times because that's
absolutely
his truck.
That truck's got 213 million miles on it.
I'll fucking drive it to California right now. Fuck yeah, dude.
Yep, absolutely.
Well, that's how your gear has to be. It'll get broken and fucked up and shit, but when you know, like, especially for me guitars, when you pick a fucking guitar up and you're like, I know that one will do it every time.
Yep. And there's something beautiful about the used instruments too. When you've played that guitar, say, let's use your instruments you've played, live hundreds of times.
Sure.
And you guys go out and you play these shows.
You count on them.
The energy from the crowd as well, like put into your thought process behind these attachments we have to the guitars and the drums and everything else, that the crowd's energy and that memory and that your sweat and blood and skin and
at the end of
everything
the day,
else,
dude, your instrument's
all
a piece of
absorbs
wood
into that.
It's a piece of wood with some metal bits on it, and if you don't think that fucking wood is literally absorbing every bit of that energy you're talking about, your sweat, your fucking back in the fucking day, all those guys would talk about how dope it was to record the tape because you'd sit in the control room, and while that tape machine's running, everybody's smoking, everybody's partying. There's a humidity of the fucking party in the control.
Absolutely.
That shit gets right into the acetone.
Yeah.
Every instrument I've ever had has that mojo, and I am a firm believer in that, dude.
So speaking of which, did you bring some mojo?
I brought a piece of mojo.
Hi, you brought some mojo.
I remember that. Speaking of having the atmosphere in your equipment, I remember when my kid was young, I was trying to identify. Speaking of this gear, sorry, I'm not trying to take over, but I still have not my first drum kit because that was that Kevin drum set that I talked to you guys about. But no, the first real drum kit I ever bought was this Rogers Blameyer that I have, and I still own it. But I remember
you have to say it like this: Rogers Blameyer.
Well, I thought it was a Rogers forever, and it turned out that I scuffed some of the paint off on the inside of my fiberglass shells, and there's a big badge in there that says Blameyer. It was some guy that was making these fiberglass shells in his garage.
Mint green too. They're really dude. That fiberglass color is so fucking cool.
But I remember I was trying to figure out exactly what it was, maybe what it was worth or whatever, and I took the bass drum to this kind of a fine art gallery type situation downtown. This guy was like,
the guy with a monocle.
Yeah, this guy's like, I'm an expert on vintage old drums. No. And I remember my daughter was with me, and she was about 7 or 8, and the guy was like, yeah, and I'm interested to see, can you go ahead and pull this head off and because I want to see something inside there. So I pulled the head off real quick, and as soon as I pulled that whole resonant head off that bass drum, the smell of weed just wafted, just filled up the whole area, and like all three of us him and I got really quiet, and Rain's walking by, and she was like, oh great, now it smells like the jam room in here. And she didn't even know what that meant, but like I was like, oh good Lord.
Oh, good. You're just kind of gathering your shit quickly.
Sorry, put that atmosphere right back in that bass drum.
So you let all the mojo out. Mojo. That's what we're talking about.
Absolutely, dude. That would be a lot of mojo.
I have a piece of mojo that we could
let's see your mojos.
Okay, check this shit out.
That sounds weird. Keep your pants on. Careful, don't scratch it.
Hold on now. Here he comes. Here he comes. There he is.
Oh, Lawrence.
I hold in my hands. He goes by many names.
He does.
The bringer of light, the the long sleep they call him. Old Crustulator.
Charlie Ironside Thunder Horse.
Looks like you just plucked it out of the landfill. That thing is awesome.
The Great Herniator. This thing is heavier than that first Black Sabbath album, dude.
Oh, fuck yeah, it is. So tell us a little bit about old Lightning Larry. If you've listened to the podcast before, you've heard us refer to Larry.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen watching the video,
he actually insisted he be a guest on the.
Oh yeah.
So you say, okay, I had to get him a bunch of drugs to even show up and shit.
Yeah.
Actually, you can tell the way I'm getting a rash from it currently.
I have a rash from it. I'm over here.
You're getting a rash in your ear pussy right now from hearing it on the fucking thing.
Yeah.
So.
I feel like my throat's starting to close up.
It's because this is made strictly of asbestos. This guitar has been on every single Blacktooth Grin album.
Yep.
This is Larry. This was at all the shows. This was my number one for a really, really long time. And it is fucking bulletproof. It was bulletproof. We've drilled a lot of fucking holes in it. And thrown it into the fucking trailer like...
The back of the headstock.
That's the only way it got.
Oh, dude. There's more holes in the back of the fucking headstock than ever should be in a guitar, period.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was going to say something really awful, but I walked away from it.
Yep.
But this one's my sentimental one.
It's pretty great.
I keep trying to put it on the shit we're recording currently, and it just won't stay in tune.
Well, he's mad.
No matter what. I put fresh strings on it. It's probably why.
Yeah.
I took those fucking rusty barnacle strings off of it and put a fresh set on there.
Yeah, maybe it's the strings. You go with the new brand?
No, actually, I've been playing them David Gilmour GHSs. They're so fucking good, dude. I love
Fuck yeah, dude.
I threw this into the crowd once at a fucking knit show, remember?
Remember that.
And the person who caught it thought they had won a fucking prize, like the greatest souvenir of the show. And then we had to find it afterwards.
I need my guitar back.
Yeah. I'm gonna need this. I'm gonna need that pick.
What's funny is we love Larry, and it's actually got really good components in it.
Yeah,
you know? It's got very good components in it.
Up here in the camera. Point it
What do you
downward.
want? She wants you to bring it over there. So what's really cool about this fucking turd is
it is a fucking turd.
Before it was like with all the good parts and all the good things that have been played on it. Do you remember when Jeremy broke a guitar on stage?
Yep.
He chose to break
that was
his.
At one of the.
It was a Telecaster.
Bands. Yeah.
And it was a Telecaster, and Jeremy took his Telly, which you still have the case for that you now put Larry in.
Yeah.
But you broke that Telly on stage, and instead of breaking the shitty fucking Larry, you couldn't break it. Actually, you were afraid of denting the stage or putting a hole in it.
Yeah, no, that guitar's like it's like my whoopee, called my comfy blanket.
Yep.
For a long, long time, no matter what, like that, if I was trying to get that sound,
that was back when it was Bogies. When you broke that fucking guitar.
Oh, yeah. No, they were calling it like the Grizzly Rose.
It was the Grizzly Rose, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Which sounds like...
Same thing.
Then it was the Core.
Which sounds like that gay club from the fucking Police Academy movies.
Oh, it does. That's a good fucking reference.
Name that club. Do you actually know the real name of the gay club from?
I do. Give me a minute. Thank you.
Blue Oyster.
I was going to say that.
Everybody drink. Lou fucking got it.
So what about you,
Don't
Hi-Hat?
quiz me about Police Academy movies.
I fucking
That's
love
true.
Police Academy movies.
Don't even do it.
So Hyatt's got some sentimental
Oh,
badassery over here.
You were saying that we were going to have
Sentimentality.
show and tell with
Yes.
gear, and I wanted to show off these cool drum kit that Jeremy and I made. Well, actually, all of us made. Stacy and I I was inspired by Slick's bathroom. They got the big walls of the boobies all over it, and it's all Mod Podged down, so it's all kind of one big collage. And I was trying to figure out something clever to do as far as a Reverend Otis drum set. And so we took all of our old flyers from all the amazing shows that we've done over the last 15 years, and Mod Podged them onto this drum kit.
Which is cool that you still have the flyers.
Well, yeah, I've just kept
That's
a stack.
fucking rad.
Just kept a stack, and you never know what you're gonna do with them. And so I thought this was a really genius idea. Like this flyer right here is the second show I ever played on stage in my life.
So your
so
band was
fucking
top
cool.
dead center?
Yeah, my band was top dead center, and we played in. That was at the filling station. The first show was the night before in Livingston, and then
Wow.
And then this Tom here, this blue flyer here. This is the show where I met my beautiful wife.
Oh, hell yeah.
This is the show we were playing, this food bank benefit, and that was the night I met her, and so I had to put that in the drum kit. Got the pepper flyer on there.
Pepper.
Oh, yeah, there
Drink.
he is. There's a boy,
Drink.
Drink.
There he is. Look at that big, beautiful bitch.
Drink. He's a big, beautiful bitch, isn't he?
That big old bandy
So,
bitch.
Got me on the backswing there.
Sorry,
brother.
but I had nothing. That's fucking awesome, dude. I love that kit, and it sounds really good, too.
I just thought it was a good way to, like, if you got an old shitty kit that doesn't match or whatever, just Mod Podge a bunch of your flyers on there. I thought it was pretty damn cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking amazing.
Lou did not bring a show and tell, but he did say he had a rad story.
No, yeah, I was had to run home and then grab album of the week, and we're still sharing cars. So
I'm just glad you're here. I don't even give a fuck. Yep. I love you.
we did talk about Edgar Winter and how that was stolen. But before we get into that,
Edgar Winter's a bass.
Yeah,
the name
yeah.
of a
We'll
bass
get to that.
code.
We'll get to that.
Okay. All right.
can I tell the fucking story?
Well, I just
God
didn't want to. I just, for the listeners at home, thought maybe you knew a story where the fucking
you're
musician.
included in this story. Don't worry about it, okay? Just fucking hang tight. Save it for the fucking podcast, huh? I love you, brother. Okay,
So
so
tell
anyway,
your fucking story.
I'm a best friend.
2 generations of Schmitz have made 2 musical instruments very important to me. One is a 1958 Silvertone that semi-hollow body
Semi-hollow body.
that
My dad.
Jeremy's old man rebuilt for me.
The old man.
Fucking, I mean, and actually his mom, we couldn't find the decal, so she hand painted in the font,
Dude, the
That's
Silvertone.
too cool.
My mom fucking wrote it. If it would have been today, we would have just been like, "Dude, can you make me the Silvertone cricket thing?" And we would just fucking.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
what was
that wasn't a thing back then.
95.
Oh fuck yeah! Well,
So-
maybe.
So that
That's
one
cool.
for sure. And then
I love that you still have that though.
Oh,
I
absolutely.
mean, why wouldn't you?
It ain't going nowhere. And then back when we recorded Blossom and Decay over at Sean Dealey's, he had a bass hanging on the wall that I was very interested in. Didn't have the money for it. Jason J actually fronted me the money so I could get it, paid him back, played countless shows with this thing, rocked the mountain.
There's so
it was
many
a-
videos and pictures of you in
Yeah,
that bass.
man.
I think that actually ended up on the album Blossom and Decay. I think I ended up using that.
Oh yeah. Fuck yeah, you did, because you basically took it off the wall, tuned it, and recorded with it. You were like,
Pretty
"This thing's neat as fuck."
And
I remember.
last show
Fuck yeah.
the last show I played with it was a Toys for Tots benefit. I think 2007.
Had to be 8 or 9, right in there.
2008.
Yep. Because I
And,
had my shop back then, so.
We were all
old,
loading
boys.
up the gear and had no idea until the following Tuesday when we, pull everything out to go practice. And I was like, "Hey, somebody grab my bass."
Oh no.
Anybody see my
Case
bass?
gone.
Gone.
Just, it was in the case.
Fucking gone. Yeah, and thought it was gone forever.
Oh, fuck
I mean,
yeah.
shit.
Well,
There were
because like we went like, okay, well maybe we left it leaned up against the fucking stage like a couple of drunk assholes, dude. Because we're always good. We call it the discount dummy check. We go back through 3 or 4 or 5 times. We clean the fucking areas up. The girls are really goddamn good about it. Guys, go back through, clean everything up, make sure we didn't leave a fucking footprint, and we go back through and make sure we didn't leave a single fucking cable. And sometimes shit gets missed when you're drunk and it's midnight and you want to go eat Chinese food.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
You
We
have
walked away
cocaine
from
on
a
your face.
stuff or two.
Sometimes I've walked away. Dude, we walked away from a tote full of fucking cables one time and never saw them again. But we thought we could actually go back to the knit and be like,
Yeah.
okay, we left it here. Can we get it? We've never seen a fucking.
retraced all our steps. Yeah, dude. And
And everybody was just like,
I think there was a
It was
band
so
from
brutal.
Seattle that played with us, and we figured, fuck, they probably grabbed it or
that was that
You
shit
know.
that they put it on the trailer.
like something.
Yeah. Yep.
And so it wasn't until a year ago?
Was about a year ago?
Yeah, about that I get this
2.
random message.
Well,
from
you
Jeremy.
and I hadn't seen or talked to each other. I mean, we would talk to each other randomly, but not nearly as much as we're getting to
Correct.
be around each other
Yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, it'd been a long time. So it was a very random message from me.
And saying that he
2
found
years
it.
ago?
He fucking found it. It was hanging on the wall in a back room at
At the music shop. We
Yeah.
had talked
Yeah.
about this once
The
before.
mark.
yeah,
is
the
what he's
mark,
calling
the
it
mark. And yeah, I mean, we talked about it before in other episodes, but
I literally got fucking chills when I saw it. I was like,
No
that's
way.
fucking
he walks
loose
by
bass,
and just
dude.
stopped him in his tracks, and he was like, "Holy fucking shit!"
Because
Well, then-
Hyatt and I were over there recording with Andy, because Andy has an amazing fucking recording studio over there too. And we were just, hey, fuck it. I love Andy. He's my boy. Give him big squishes. We were walking back through, and we were
And
just
to clarify, Andy didn't steal it.
No.
Somebody,
Andy would
Andy
never
ended up
fucking-
with it somehow.
Andy wouldn't have even bought it ever if
No.
it was. He thought for a second it was stolen. Dude,
Yeah.
it's not like that
Yeah.
at all. I'm pretty sure I clarified that last
No,
time.
Yeah.
It was a stripped fucking
it was
husk.
gutted.
And he was probably like, yeah, I can fix that. Or
Well, the
whatever.
rad part of it was you were like, man, I think that's that bass. I'm pretty damn sure I've been inside of that. And he's like, oh yeah, and you took it off the wall and you flipped it over and it said Rev was here. Underneath,
yeah, dude,
underneath
because
where
I
the cover.
always write something on the inside of your cavity cover or
Right.
in the routing.
Yep.
When I work on your guitar, I always write something in it. Just like, it's like when you fucking change the oil or when you change the oil filter on your fucking vehicle,
Yeah.
you write the mileage on it for the next guy.
Yep.
Maybe you don't know, you know? Like, that's the same thing for
Yep.
me. Just like, yeah, I fixed this on this date in this guitar, and you open them shits and you're like, holy fuck, dude. It really was. It honestly, like, when I saw it, I was just dumbfounded.
Yeah,
I never thought I'd see that. Dude, it was
Still-
a beautiful
still-
neck through. It's a fucking solid neck through.
Yeah.
Dude,
and
beautiful
it's
bass.
still had the goofy ass sticker I had on it.
The
Show
cheat-
Neff.
No, not the Neff
Yeah,
sticker.
yeah, the
yep.
Neff sticker.
Shout out to our brother Neff.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
No, yeah, I mean,
When you ran home with that thing giggling and instantly ordered all the pickups and shit that it needed because it was gutted.
oh man, yeah.
Well, and it's such a custom bass that's a 4-string, but I had to buy the fucking 5-string active pickup because that's what it was routed for. But when I figured out that you could order that size pick, dude, putting that one back together was one of my favorite ones I've ever put back together. Yeah.
That's fucking awesome, dude.
I'm
It,
glad you still have that.
oh fuck
Makes
yeah,
me
that
fucking
ain't going
happy.
nowhere either.
Yeah, it's so important to Lou. He wouldn't even bring it over here.
Yeah, I ain't taking it out.
Yeah, he's not going to transport it
Some
or bring it
motherfucker
over.
might
Okay,
steal
okay.
it and sell it to Andy again.
Well, he heard that we were ripped off for like 20 grand through my work, so he knew like you guys should probably watch your shit right now.
20 grand. Oh.
Yeah.
All transparency.
We'll get it.
I just didn't want to go downstairs.
It had been a long day. I already got a record. What do you fucking
I'm
want from
running
me?
late.
I got my record.
I'll send a
Fuck yeah,
picture
dude.
later.
But it's really weird the bond you get with your instruments. I mean, it's if you're not a musician, it's kind of hard to understand, but I'm sure
like you've
you're
gone-
bonded to another physical item.
Like you've gone into battle with them more than
Oh,
once.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck, dude.
Yeah.
It literally bears your blood and sweat. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Larry literally has had your skin and blood and chunks hanging off
by
of
the
it
time
when
we
you
were
blew your
done with
hand
that
off.
show,
Yeah.
I had duct tape flapping and fucking blood dripping off the guitar. Like, sometimes you just bleed for your art, man.
Thank God for Percocet. You know what
I
mean?
didn't think that was going to be as pretentious when I thought it in my head, but when it came out of my mouth, I'd bleeding for your art. So I didn't mean to
It's okay, buddy.
sound like a fucking fart sniffer. Sorry, boys.
Yeah, so sorry. Yeah, but dude, I'm dead serious with the bond, man, and I'm glad we get to fucking share some of that, dude.
Yeah,
because
agreed.
It's heartbreaking when you lose something. You know?
Yeah.
I mean,
Or we were talking about it the other day, to all the gear you've lost in pawn.
oh man,
Man.
Oh, dude.
yeah, I've sold so many cool fucking guitars, dude.
I honestly, that is all I would ever want to talk about it, because I would never want to get into detail the shit I had to sell to survive.
yeah,
Honestly, to this day, I stockpile fucking vintage amplifiers and fix them and flip. Like, if I get in a tight spot and can sell a fucking amp for $700 that I fixed for $100, I'll fucking do it.
I was
Fuck
just
yeah.
going to
Dude,
say
I-
that with the
like-
stockpiling gear. That's why I have 4 drum kits. Is because the one time I lost that China cymbal to pawn, I will never let that happen again.
fuck no.
Well, and the
dude, I
shitty part
saw-
with me is, like, the shit I stockpile looks like Larry. Nobody wants to fucking buy that. It's $1 million guitar to me, but somebody wouldn't give me $100 for Larry, dude. I'll bet you.
I saw an old
They take that
Firebase,
pickup out of it.
like an old PB Firebase on Marketplace. I mean, it could have been my old one if it was still around and kicking.
No shit.
Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah, I was telling Jeremy earlier the bass, your old Dan Electro that you guys caught on fire and threw in the thing.
Oh yeah.
You remember
kicked it off his balcony. And
Yeah,
stuff.
Oh, yeah,
remember
we
we turned that into the Blacktooth door handle on the old cave?
Was it that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, and I'd carved
It
black
carved
tooth
Blacktooth in the fucking
frets down?
the neck and everything.
Wait, was it that one?
No, it was. It was just another piece of shit guitar.
I thought it was the body of it and then a neck screwed
Ooh,
onto
maybe
it.
it was that.
Yeah.
Maybe it was.
But either
that.
way, I still have that, and it's
Holy shit.
I mean, come on.
That's a fucking relic.
That's crazy.
Come on, if I can't even bring the Blacktooth refrigerator over here, that thing sure as fuck is.
Anybody listening, if you saw the secret message earlier, you can win that neck.
And by the way, Nicole told me that I can put my Blacktooth refrigerator in the cabin shop, so you don't get to see it.
You don't get the Blacktooth fridge.
Oh, can I
Yeah,
come over and look at
and
it?
matter of fact, when you guys come up to camp and party with us, you can't put your wine coolers.
Can
in,
I put my
Stacy.
wine coolers in it, Stacy?
Yes, you can.
I love that thing.
That's owned by the 4 members of Blacktooth.
You know what
you have part custody.
Do you want to see my
Shit.
impression of that refrigerator?
Yes. An ice cold fucking beer,
Oh, the
dude.
coldest. Ooh, my teeth.
Yeah. Yeah, my teeth just hurt thinking about it.
That's the only way you can drink Pabst Blue Ribbon that was really cold because that
Out
shit
of that
tastes like-
refrigerator, too.
That shit tasted like fuck.
That refrigerator is kind of like a coffee mug that you're not supposed to wash it.
If Pabst,
Just let it get seasoned.
if Pabst put us on tour, would you do it?
Yes.
But you had to drink Pabst every
No.
day.
That's the fridge with all the shit talking stickers on
It's
it.
got
right?
all the shit talking on it.
It
and-
says like a bunch of cums and dick
More-
butts and whatnot.
Oh,
Well, like my old band, Mortal Enemies, on there, and it says Mortal Enema or
it
something.
does.
right?
Oral enema.
Oral enema.
That's all right. We used
Oral
to,
enema.
Oral enema.
It does have a sticker on it that says, "Dear God, please save us from your good people."
Yeah.
Do you remember when we got really fucking baked and I turned the sticker Rip Chin into Pip Chin?
Yep.
And we thought that was the dumbest, funniest shit we'd ever read.
Well, all
in
we
our
could think
whole-
of was old Pip fucking walking across the street, dude.
Yeah.
It's all right. We called you guys Fat Tooth Grin, so it's
Well,
Fuck
we
yeah,
were.
Everybody called us Fat Tooth Grin.
Duh.
We
Yeah,
were.
what a big revelation.
Fuck it.
Ooh, how original.
Oh, you really got me.
Ooh, good one.
oh, burn.
So, fucking Lou, man, you gotta stop it with that.
Real zinger.
You gotta stop it there, bud. Jesus
Why don't
Christ.
you go home and write some new material?
Yeah, fuck.
So I've been going down this rabbit hole lately with Nicole on all these fucking music documentaries, and I've been reading all these things and a bunch of shit because I kind of feel as a musician, I kind of feel a little dumb sometimes. Like I don't know enough about
Sure.
things that have happened or whatever. And I happened to stumble across the article about Randy Blythe from Lamb of God when the guy died, got into a
Motherfucking killed
coma
the
and
guy,
then he
yeah.
fucking died. And then he, they leave the Czech. They were in the Czech Republic, and they go back 2 years later, and motherfucker gets arrested
Well,
and thrown into jail for
There's
5 weeks.
They have no extradition treaty from Czech Republic.
Correct.
So as soon as he came back, they were like, "We've been looking for
We're like,
you."
"Gotcha, bitch."
Oh, you killed a guy.
Yeah, and so they locked his ass
Gotcha.
up.
Well, I mean, as the singer, wouldn't you be like, hey,
I'd
guys,
huck
let's
a
go
mother-
somewhere else? Do you guys just want to go to a different country? We
Not
can skip that
necessarily,
one.
dude.
The Czech, huh? No, I killed a guy there once. That's like me. I can't go back to Florida.
There's other
I
no-
fucking I fucking killed a guy in Florida once.
thank you.
So we don't talk about Jeremy's tenor in Florida.
But that raised a question to me on like who holds responsibility. And granted, that person that he hucked off the stage wasn't supposed to be on the stage.
No, brother, we take our chances every fucking day in life.
Every time you go in there, and then you start looking at like when Dimebag
Neil
was
Fallon
shot.
pushed me off the fucking stage
Fuck
at the
yeah, he
Nick
did.
once, and I didn't
Yeah.
die. That dude dines between him and his fucking God. That's that easy.
Yeah, and the dude came on stage not supposed to be there. Security didn't do his
He
job.
gave him a fucking shove.
He kicked him upside down off the stage, and the dude ends up dying. It's tragic, but is
What
that
if
really
that-
Randy's fault?
Not at that point. Let me give you the other side of that, though. You remember when that girl got on stage with Afro Man and he fucking literally smacked her upside down?
Yeah. Yeah.
If she had died from that, full fucking accountability.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Randy Blythe being like, "I don't know you, get the fuck away from me."
Yeah, I watched Philip Anselmo do that to Merlin. Merlin
Literally
snuck
shove
backstage,
him
turned
off
down, and fucking
No, there can be no accountability, especially in such a hectic environment. That would be in such a look, man, if I'm fucking working. And you're talking Lamb of God. Lamb of God is all these motherfuckers are out crowd killing now where they're just swinging arms around and shit. Everybody's acting a fool. And some fucking guy I don't recognize comes at me on stage. I'm giving him a shove too.
Yeah.
So use
This
the example
motherfucker
of Dime's death. So when Randy Blythe, this happened, that was years after Dime had been killed. Randy
yeah.
Blythe this happened in 2012. Dime was 04.
Oh, wait.
Oh, no, it was earlier than that. I think it was 04. I'll have to look it up. It's been a long time.
Oh, no,
05.
December 8th. That's where the 8th's coming from. Yeah.
And so
My bad.
this dude,
06.
Nathan Gale, sneaks in a back door, comes up on stage, manages to shoot
With
Mayhem.
an AR-15.
No, I think he had a pistol, but he shot.
Oh, I thought he had a fucking...
No, I think it was a
assault
pistol,
rifle.
but he shot Mayhem, their security guard, and killed him, and then killed Dime.
Yep.
Okay, so think
So
of it.
who's
Think of
accountable
it. Think
there?
of it like 9/11. All of a sudden, we got all this TSA shit because an issue happened. They flew a plane into the fucking building.
Sure.
Bunch of people died. This is awful. So now Dimebag gets killed. So you start looking at the music industry a lot differently as being a performer and you're on stage. There's a reason they call him a fan, and that's fanatic.
Absolutely.
So
How
if
many
you-
times when we played the Knit could you just walk the fuck up the loading gate right into the stage area? I have had the thought, if I just walked in here with a live grenade, I could kill so many fucking people. And I'm just, dude, I don't want to, obviously, but like the idea, this was after Dime
Yeah.
had been murdered.
Yeah. After Dime had
How
been murdered.
does somebody walk into your club with a loaded firearm, be it a pistol or an AR, whatever it was? I
Because he did exactly what you're saying.
walked right the fuck in the
Came
back
in
door.
through the back door. That the
So
band's
who's liable?
Most of the time, if you just act
The
like
club.
you know,
The club is fucking liable.
You bet your
Absolute
ass.
goddamn lutely.
So-
Was the club Randy Blythe was playing in when he pushed a guy off the stage liable? Absolutely fucking not.
No, the club was not. The security
Security was liable.
was liable for that because they have a job to make sure that doesn't happen.
There's such a fucking gray area
Yes.
between who's responsible for what.
Yeah.
Because of these examples that we got written down earlier are
Yes.
just a series of people not doing their fucking job. Honestly, like
Absolutely. So what Jeremy's referring to here is we have our lists sitting out in front right now, and you know, Squeaky has brought some cool content to the table, and we're kind of trying to revamp a little things and come up with some really cool shit to talk about. And it's not all pretty, you know. And
Yeah.
this is actually a pretty dark
No,
subject.
we call
but-
it music and mayhem because
Usually the
there's
mayhem
a
side's
lot
got
of
some-
mayhem in music.
Absolutely, but you know, Squeaks has this killer fucking topic of killer American festivals and concerts and things like that. And you start looking at what she's put down here, and you're like, holy shit. Example. This is basically referring to injury, or not injuries, but deaths at festivals, concerts, and things like
Sure.
this. And like number one on her list right here is the Sugarland Festival at the Indiana State Fair. There were 7 people killed when a storm took down the stage, 60 plus hospitalized.
I think I've seen that video.
Footage is crazy.
Yeah.
It is
So
fucking crazy.
So granted, in this particular case, that's likely Mother Earth's fault. But was
You
that
can-
particular stage rigged properly?
Yeah, sure. It was. There's no way you can think as you're rigging a stage that a tornado is going to come tear the top
Come
off.
tear your fucking top off.
No, that is
Exactly.
an act of God, and I'm sorry to fucking say it, dude.
That's
Who's
right.
responsible there? Nature. Honestly, like if the fucking stage had collapsed and the thing fell on its own,
Totally
the riggers
different.
and the fucking rigger are riggers, and the people who set the festival up are responsible for that.
Absolutely.
So these gray areas of these, the guy, we could talk briefly about it because I can't put a fucking piece of aluminum foil around my head quick enough for this one. The guy who allegedly shot all of those people from a Las Vegas window at the
Route 91. Yep.
at the
Country Music Festival.
while
Yep.
Jason Aldean played,
Yep. During Jason Aldean's set.
who allegedly shot all. If you watch the videos of that shit, dude, just
So there's a 4-part documentary that we watched on
there
that.
were fucking helicopters. There were fucking gunfires from other windows that people were shooting.
yeah.
Yep.
And this, you're going to, does it say, do we have, 64?
Yep.
Is that Stephen Paddock? Okay. Stephen Paddock, who allegedly
He
committed
was
this.
the-
64 years old. Hold on.
The guy.
He allegedly committed these shootings. 64 years old, drug enough fucking gear up to the 5th floor of a fucking hotel.
32nd floor.
Oh, shit. 32nd floor. Oh, okay, that even proves it. 32 floors of a fucking casino hotel and wasn't on camera once.
And not draw any attention?
He was
With
on
these
camera,
duffel
though,
bags
right?
of weapons.
Yeah.
He was on camera is what sucks. There's actually footage of him in the elevator going up.
In a
one of the-
fucking casino, dude. He's on camera.
Mandalay Bay Casino.
It doesn't,
Yeah,
and
oh,
it,
yeah.
And it doesn't raise any eyebrows.
Yeah, exactly.
And there's actually footage of an employee from Mandalay Bay, and I forget who they were, but they hop in the elevator with him.
Oh,
And he's riding up the elevator with his deals. They like interact with each other.
Yeah, I don't buy it for
And
a
then
second.
dude goes in,
I don't buy it for a second, dude. I got Lee Harvey Oswald vibes off that hard.
Absolutely. And if you look at that documentary I watched on it was super cool because it's like cell phone footage. It's never before seen things of people like one dude's like flipping out trying to find his wife, and there's somebody standing next to him, and all of a sudden a bullet goes through him.
Sure.
Like
pop, pop, pop. Dude, I've seen that
and
footage.
you can hear it, and it's just unreal. And watching the
and it's
flashes.
coming from multiple fucking windows of the hotel.
But they couldn't figure out where it was coming from to like snipe the dude or do what they needed to do. The windows were open.
These are what we call false flag operations.
Yes.
For anybody listening at home that doesn't know that.
Yeah.
You gotta wonder what goes wrong with somebody's wiring to do that kind of thing. I mean, if that, if it is all the way that it is.
Well, what about that guy in Texas that climbed to the top of the fucking clock tower and started capping college students?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of those moments you just wake up and you're like, nah, fuck it. We're down here. Just like,
Yeah.
nobody.
Run to the hills, dude. Get away.
I've always been fascinated with the mentality because, like, I've had the urge to grab a hammer and smash somebody in the fucking skull with it. We all think about it.
Yeah.
That movie Falling Down.
Fucking great movie.
Just
Michael Douglas, fucking great movie, Falling Down.
Yep.
Oh, you got to watch it.
So in this Route 91, this was unbelievable. But they don't even have an actual count on how many people died from that.
No,
it's an approximate. What was it, Squeak? 57 to 61. They were thinking somewhere in there.
Sure, they're close.
Yeah,
These
somewhere
are
in there.
people with families, dude.
58 to 61 people died. They don't have a record. They don't know for sure, but some people died.
And
then,
what did Jason Aldean do? He didn't say over the microphone, "Hey, everybody, get down." He didn't say, "Hey, fucking run for your lives."
He ran for his.
He acted like a little bitch and
ran.
fucking ran away. Jason Aldean, I'm personally calling you out.
In his defense, his wife and kid were in the bus behind the stage, so he was running to his family.
I don't know, dude. That's little bitch ass.
413 people were wounded, and 867 were wounded badly in the aftermath. And there were 867 people were wounded in the aftermath of
people trampling other people
and scattering. It was.
Didn't they blame that on bump stocks and then quickly?
Yeah, they said there was
banned,
no machine guns.
They quickly thereafter banned bump stocks.
You
right?
will find a lot through, and we're getting close to the fucking clock there.
We're getting close.
Yeah, you will find a lot in these things where there's so many questions that directly after there are huge initiatives to ban automatic and semi-automatic weapons.
Absolutely.
The word ban is thrown around too freely.
There is an agenda. I won't delve too deeply. There is an agenda. There was a plan, and it is working fantastically.
Absolutely.
We can all agree on that. No, left, right, upside down, middle. I don't give a fuck. We can all agree that the plan is working.
Yep.
And these random attacks at these festivals. Dude. It goes so deep.
It's terrifying, dude.
We're going to turn the podcast into a conspiracy podcast.
Yeah, I mean, so
foil hat corner.
Outside of the conspiracy,
Jeremy's conspiracy corner.
Outside of the conspiracy of that particular show, there's the kind of the point behind this too is, some of these festivals and a lot of these things can be very, very obviously dangerous, not only for the musicians but the the concert goers. But more information here: the Bonnaroo in Manchester, Tennessee. Is that right? Drugs, dude, are rampant. Would you two quit fucking each other?
He was fiddling about.
Yeah. So these are over
drug
23
overdoses
years.
at festivals, man. I mean, they're accounted for.
But you have the other thing, like at the Bonnaroo, there was four people struck by vehicles.
Yeah.
Well, that's because you get all fucking ecstasied up, and you're like, let's drive our Range Rover over there.
And not struck
Exactly.
by a vehicle like I hit Jeremy back in the day.
Yep. So one of the more recent ones, though, is kind of the newer hip hop, Travis Scott, and that's the Astro World.
Yeah, that was gnarly.
At the NRG Park in Houston. So that was in 2021, dude. There was 10 people killed at this show, but dude kept performing.
They told him people are getting trampled, stop them, and he just fucking
and he kept going.
Performing.
25 people were hospitalized, 300 plus injured, and the dude kept on keeping on.
And according to Jeremy's conspiracy corner, at the time everybody was getting trampled, they were playing this low vibe trance-like music and playing these weird hypnotic images on the screen.
Yep.
And everybody said they started feeling sick and they knew something was wrong. And Travis Scott, the whole thing, there's all these people that are saying it was very satanic feeling. And
Have you heard Travis Scott's music?
Nah.
It makes me feel sick too. So
Hey!
I can't stand that guy. But literally, I believe
the
in that.
Who, man. The Who. There were
Yes.
those people that got trampled at the Who.
I had
So
no idea that
did
happened.
you read how that happened?
Oh yeah, because
They heard a noise that sounded like the door opening, so the crowd rushes to get through the doors.
they thought
and
they'd be the
kill
first one to
11
get
people.
up. That's
Yeah.
why they actually a lot of that comes from fucking assigned seating. You buy your ticket now instead of general admission.
Right.
Is actually because people are fucking stupid cattle, and they will get bottlenecked at a fucking door and start trampling each other like fucking idiots.
Like Black Friday.
Over a fucking Teddy Ruxpin.
Yeah.
Now look,
Say Teddy Ruxpin again.
I love you.
over a finger me Elmo, or whatever the fuck that thing was called.
You're shopping at a totally different Walmart, dude.
fuck. Stick your finger in me, Elmo.
It's a totally different Toy
Can
Story.
we have a cheers to Pepper?
Yeah.
We're gonna
fuck
come
yeah.
back to this stuff next week. This is a first part of a 2-part episode
It is.
of
There's,
music and mayhem, actual mayhem,
Yeah, so...
and Justin's broken ass guitar making.
Dude, and I just bounced it off the guitar.
I can see it.
Yeah. Oh, it's awful, dude. That's why I'm trying to hide it behind my fat ass.
Let's have a cheers to
But,
Pepper. Let's promote
yeah.
a show.
Cheers to
We have a
Pepper.
show coming
Yeah.
up.
Everybody, cheers.
Cheers
Party
to
in the back,
Pepper.
Cheers.
Cheers, Pepper.
Party in the back. Tell me about knowing Pepper. Cheers in the back.
Cheers.
Everybody knows Pepper.
Fuck yeah. So, speaking of pepper, I think however many times we've said pepper
Yeah.
in this show should help somebody win some free tickets.
Oh shit! How many times
In
did
this
we
show?
say Pepper?
In this show, we say pepper.
This specific Pepper
This one.
episode.
Huh.
Pepper soda.
Have you heard it?
So the word
Pepper
pepper.
soda. I
yeah,
like
pepper.
it.
Pepper soda.
Our friend Pepper.
Our brother Pepper.
Our brother Pepper. Yeah. Oh, he did it. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, he did it.
Yeah. It not really.
Oh, dude,
he
somebody's gonna
lives
have.
in all of us.
Somebody's.
Okay,
Don't
wait.
let him
I got,
in you.
I got a little bit of pepper hanging around my rearview mirror. Right
Jesus.
now. Yeah.
Is it his undies?
Who knows what part of it is?
So I don't. Did
It
we
could be
talk
his
about
toe.
when we received half?
He
his
gave
half.
me Peppertitis once.
He was so close to us that when he passed and they had him cremated, Blacktooth got half
Yeah, we all have
of
pieces
his
of
ashes.
I still
right?
have some right now.
So
in
do you
this
remember?
house.
Do you remember when his brother Joker handed us Pepper's ashes in the box? And I'm all, Jesus Christ, that's heavy. I'm like, did we get the half of him with his dick?
That's just his dick.
Yeah. Joker goes, nah, dude, it's all his fucking toenails and fucking nose hairs and shit, dude. So,
Cheers to that motherfucker.
yeah, so however many times we say pepper, here's how this is going to work.
Drop it on him.
On the Blacktooth page and Music and Mayhem page, we're going to give away two pairs of tickets. So that's 4 tickets total.
Pepper.
We're going to post this episode, and you have to listen to it, and you have to count pepper.
Pepper.
The first 2 people to comment, you win your free tickets. So, but you got to be right on the count on how many times we've said pepper.
Pepper.
Lou said it. Hyatt said it. Jeremy said it. Pepper many times. Girls, have you ever heard of this guy?
Pepper?
Yeah, Pepper.
Oh, yeah, I know Pepper. Yeah, we know.
Yeah. So, however many times we've said
Pepper.
it's gonna get you some free fucking tickets to the Blacktooth show coming up March 22nd at the Knitting Factory. So we're gonna also post a link below for you out there that are listening to buy some tickets.
All right.
Are you stoked, dude? It's your first show with Blacktooth.
I am.
Hyatt.
I'm stoked.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm like really excited.
Actually, Tuesday, I was thinking about it. Like, I really started thinking about it, and got just the biggest wave of butterflies.
Fuck yeah. Like the good ones and the little bit nervous.
Scary.
Yeah.
The scary ones. Like, oh,
None
shit.
of the woo,
That's why
I'm
the
excited.
crowd walked out on me this morning in my imaginary concert.
Wow, you guys have weird
It's all in
nerves.
my head. I was like, man, that wasn't the fill, and the
I
crowd
mean, it's
knew
a
it.
good scare, like, ooh, but still, it's like, oh my god, that's scary.
Fuck, dude. I you know, it's weird. I only was kind of scared. Good duck, buddy. I was only kind of scared at shows in the very beginning, and then when I came back and we did a couple of shows after I sobered up, sober shows were hard. So I can understand a little bit more of your nervous.
That's
Energy.
not even so much the
Oh, it's me being the wild
It's
card.
just-
That's
it's
why
just-
I lose nervous.
coming back, and
Yeah, fuck,
Like-
I'm nervous just to play.
Really?
It's been a long time, dude.
I'm like excited and nervous, I guess.
Yeah.
Hyatt, you should probably be the most nervous because you're the newest.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Just
Don't
pour
do
it on.
that to him. Dude.
I've already
I love
lost
you.
sleep over this.
But you're the best in the band.
Not today, man. The crowd walked out on me.
You're
I
the
told
best
you
at
that.
everything. Well, your crowd's a bunch of assholes. Those aren't Blacktooth people. That was your old Mortal Enemy fans that left.
So if
They
anybody
were looking
doesn't,
for-
Enemy didn't
so if anybody doesn't want to count how many times Pepper's been said,
Yeah.
they can go to the link. March 22nd at the NIT, $12, right?
Yep.
The tickets.
Go to the
Piece.
link below if you don't want to struggle and
segue.
go through this. You and
You
count
don't
how
want to
many
struggle
peppers,
through all of it.
Yeah, and how many peppers have been peppered on this show. We've been kind of peppering them in a little bit.
Yeah.
peppered?
Yeah, they are. So, Stacy, you get to count all these. I'll help.
Oh, wait, check
See if we
this
come
out.
up with the same number.
You ready for this?
Yes.
Pepper!
There was like 12 in there.
12 in there.
Yeah. So outside of our show, outside of pumping us up, any local musicians that are listening to this or do listen to this, get a hold of.
Why are you doing that?
Shoot us a fucking
Stop
message,
listening
man.
to us.
Yeah.
Shoot us a fucking DM on our Facebook.
Yeah.
Even I don't care if it's one of our personal pages or the Music of Mayhem or the Blacktooth page. Shoot us a message and be like, "Hey, bros, like we got a show coming up." And we'll talk about it on Music of Mayhem and try to help get you some people out there. But here's one right here on March 8th. It's called the Rifts of Fury. It's got Black Marrow, Omega Trend, which I haven't checked them out yet. I haven't.
No.
I know some guys from Black
Yeah.
Marrow. Hand Me the Knife's playing Divinium, which has our bro Corey in it, and fucking gonna be a great show. It's at the Heritage Social Club on March 8th. I'm not sure.
Riffs of Fury.
I'm not sure of the time or how much it is.
Oh, you want beef? I'll give
7
you
o'clock.
beef. I show you
7
flying
o'clock.
fisted
I don't
judo.
know what time or how much it is either.
It's like fucking Burger King. Have it your motherfucking way.
I fucking love it.
Don't
dude.
put no onions.
on my white rice.
Okay, fuck it. Let's get out of here.
All right, so hopefully we covered it all, Pepper, and
Cover. Don't put no pepper in my white rice.
I can't eat white rice without pepper.
I can't eat pepper without Okay, fuck. I want to go jam.
All right, folks.
Okay,
let's
this
go
has
make
been
music.
fun. Thanks
Goodbye.
for hanging out.
Goodbye.
Bye. Okay, I love you. Bye.